what to look for in a neighborhood when you're moving. This is a pretty blanket question, and you're going to find generic responses to this anywhere you go online. So it's really customizable on who you are as a person. One thing though, one thing across the board for basically everyone that I think everyone would agree with on what to look for in the neighborhood is number one is safety. You want to make sure you feel safe and you're comfortable and you're actually enjoying the area that you're in. So I think across the board, I think I can at least say that for everybody, everybody would agree that they want to be in a safe neighborhood. After that, I can't really tell you what you should look for because everybody's different. So here's what I'll do this time. I will ask you a few questions so that you can think about it, figure out what you want to do and what is important for you in your neighborhood. So question number one is, are you going to have kids? Do you have kids? Are kids in the plan for you? Sometimes people, some people don't plan on having kids, so school is not important for them. Maybe you are, maybe 5 years, 10 years, maybe you have kids right now. School district is clearly going to be something important for you when you're looking in a neighborhood and where you want to buy. For some people, it's not. So it really depends on you and what you're looking for. The second question I would ask you is how much time do you plan on spending in this neighborhood? You might think this is a weird question, but some people might not really be staying in where they're living, right? They might not really spend their weekends, their weeknights in the town that they're living in. Maybe they want a place where they can go in and out of the airport or to the city easily. Maybe they don't really have a lot of family near them and they're going to be traveling to family to other towns a lot more often. Or maybe you have families in the town that you're going to be living in and people are actually going to be spending more time in your neighborhood. Those are just the kind of questions you want to ask yourself on what to look for in the neighborhood. How long are you actually going to be spending time in that neighborhood? Is it going to be a few minutes? Is it going to be, are you not really going to spend the weekend nights there? Are you really not going to be hanging around with people in that neighborhood? Or are you going to have family? Are you going to have friends there more often? So that's something to ask yourself and look for in the neighborhood. I think another good question to ask yourself is just generally, what do you like to do? What kind of things do you like to do outside of work, family, friends? What do you like to do? What kind of activities do you like? Like, for example, for me, I like to run a lot. I like to do jujitsu. And so for me, if I was looking for a neighborhood, I want to go somewhere where there's a lot of parks, there's a lot of places to run, there's a gym close by. That's something that I would be looking for in the neighborhood that I'm moving to. So what are your interests? What are your hobbies? Maybe you don't, maybe you don't like to run at all. Maybe you don't like to work out. Maybe you don't care about gyms. So that's not something you even care about having near you. But maybe you're a big dog person. Maybe you want dog parks around you. Maybe, whatever it is for you, think about what do you like to do outside of work and family and friends that you would like to see in a neighborhood by you. The last question I would say, and I would ask you to be conscious of when you're looking in your neighborhoods is what type of other properties are by you, by your house, by the houses that you're looking at? You might think this is a weird question, but if you are looking, let's say you're looking for houses, there are some neighborhoods where you find apartment buildings, you find townhouses, you find condo buildings right by the house, and when you go into more populated areas like that where you have more people in a smaller radius where people in apartment buildings or condos or townhouses, you're going to have a lot more traffic. You're going to have a lot more people coming in and out, basically a lot more people around you that's going to be moving in and out. And some people don't care about that. Maybe you don't care about it, but if you're somebody who wants a quiet, peaceful backyard and you want to be secluded, you want to be on your own, you don't have to worry about people, coming in and out or a lot of noise, then that's something you want to think about. So, is that important for you? What type of environment do you want to live in? What type of properties are going to be by the house that you're going to live in or the property, townhouse, whatever you're living in? What other structures are by you? Because that's going to have an effect on your day-to-day life, basically, and what's around you. So, those are some of the questions I would ask you if you're trying to figure out what you want to look for in a neighborhood. I can't give you a blanket statement on the top things that you should look for because you're different, I'm different, we're all looking for different things. So, here's some questions that you can think about to figure out what's important for you. And yes, hopefully you have a good weekend. This is another week of Chris's Corner. I really love these warm sunny days. Hopefully we keep getting these going. If you have any questions, shoot me a DM and I'll be happy to answer anything else. Otherwise, hope you have an amazing Monday, amazing week, and hopefully you enjoy the day.